Region shooters are in the midst of another stellar campaign, challenging for first place in the CSL standings. While the veteran core of the team has been playing its usual solid game, 3 new additions to the squad this year are proving to be a stroke of genius by director Tony DeThomasis. First, he brought in Pat Montalto from Brampton as team manager. Montalto had developed a strong bond with United's leading scorer from 2 years ago, Richard West. It was that relationship that paved the way for York Region's acquisition.
And I got a phone call from my brother, Pat, and he said to me that he has some good news, so I was excited to hear the good news. And then he said that I'm going to York Shooters. I remember when we were at Brampton, we spoke a little about wherever he goes, he wants me to be there. So I'm like, okay, then we could do this. And we had plans going to Shooters. Yes, we had a vision going into Shooters that we could actually go to the top.
The respect that Richard and I have for each other, when we use the term a brother from a different mother, it's not being used lightly. The respect and the admiration for one another is just amazing. I think the world of him, and from what I'm seeing, he thinks the world of me. So it's just, the respect is there, you know?
Richard West has been a model of consistency over the past 3 seasons. In 2011 with Brampton, he had 17 goals. In 2012 with Serbia, he had 15 tallies. And this year, through 14 games so far, 12 markers to lead a potent York Region offense. And that total got a significant jump last weekend against Brampton when West notched a hat-trick to give him 15 on the season. York's third acquisition was Wes Dewing, a native of Jamaica who came to Canada in 2005. His best friend back home was someone he'd grown up with from childhood, Richard Edwards.
We grew up in the same football club until I decided to come to Canada. So we were brothers from back home. I know him from when we were a child.
We actually grew up since, we started like basic school, and then we went to the same primary school, and from there on we started representing the same clubs growing up, so, that's my brother, as he says, from another mother,
So close.
Very, very close.
Well, Richard came up to me one day that he was telling me about his brother, that he'd be interested in playing up here. So as soon as he told me that, I knew of Eddie for a number of years because I have strong ties in Jamaica. And as soon as I heard that, I approached Tony and Cindy, who gave me the green light, and we made it happen.
Again, it started out as a joke because West and him were supposed to be like brothers. They played together in Jamaica, and they were a great combination. So one day he said, "We'd be nice if my brother comes over." I said, "Well, if you want to ask him." And then we started talking with their club, and the club season ended about a month and a half ago. And Eddie goes, "You know what? I'd love to come." So what came as a simple question, he came. He loves it.
In Edwards, York Region is getting a seasoned veteran.
Well, actually, he didn't just stop at playing Premier League back home. He's actually on the national team back home too. So he's also an international player. So with experience-wise, he has a lot of experience to bring to this team.
September 8th against Brampton was Edwards' first start for the Shooters, and the chemistry between himself and West was instant, with Edwards setting up his best friend on 2 of his 3 goals that day.
Well, they feed off each other. It's almost like a friendly competition. Obviously, Eddie is the feeder and West is the scorer. So Eddie gets mad at West when he doesn't put the ball in the net. So that's the kind of competition it is.
Montalto has already come up with a nickname for the duo, the Smash Brothers. But for the 2 longtime friends, the most important thing is that they once again get to take the field together to play the beautiful game.
Well, it brings back memories for sure. For me, it's been a while I haven't played with my brother. So now he's here with me. I can't complain.
It's like 7 years.
It's like
Yeah, 7. 7 or 8, something like that.
It's been a while since, because when I left back home, he was there playing, and I was here playing, obviously. But with my brother from another mother, Pat, and we make things happen. I'm just happy to see my brother here with me, for sure.
For CSL TV, I'm Alex Bastiavansky.